Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this morning's Srimad Bhagavatam class from Canto 1, Chapter 5, Text 29. And it's a recording of a class by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. It may be a good idea to kick up the volumes of your listening devices. Sometimes the recording volume is a little low. But apart from that, we are all set, so we'll begin right now. Hare Krishna.
Translation. I was very much attached to those stages. I was gentle in behavior, and all my sins were eradicated in their service. In my heart, I had strong faith in them. I had subjugated the senses, and I was strictly following them with body and mind.
तस्यैवं मे अनुरक्तस्य प्रस्थितस्य हतैनसः सद्दधानस्य बालस्य दान्तस्य अनुचरस्य So, the one side, the Guru Sankirtamanam Munibhi Mahatmavi. This is the relationship between disciple and Guru. What are the qualifications of Guru and what are the qualifications of the disciple? If both of them are qualified, then immediately the result is there. Just like husband and wife, both of them, if they are healthy, by sex there will be pregnancy. Similarly, if the Guru and the disciple, both of them are qualified, then immediately Krishna consciousness will be there. So, the qualification of the Guru is described in the previous verse. Vishinnato me anusabam jasu amalam sankirtamanam munibhi mahatmabhi. The Guru must be Mahatma and Muni. Muni means thoughtful, philosopher, not foolish rascal manufacturing some philosophy. And Mahatma, not only self-realized, but by his character, by his behavior, by his understanding, he must be a Mahatma. What is that Mahatma? There are so many Mahatmas. Simply by changing the dress. No, not that kind of Mahatma. Our Bhaktivinoda Thakur has sung a song, Ev to ek Kolir Chala. Here is a disciple of Koli. What is that? Nake tilak golay mala. He has got tilak. Matha nara nake tilak golay mala. It seems that সহজ ভজন করছে মানুষ সঙ্গে লয়ে পরের বালা. Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying that he is dressed like a Babaji. He has shaved his head and has got tilak and kanthi, but he has got at least half a dozen women, and that is his bhajan. So that is not Mahatma. That is Duratma, cheating, of course, in this Kali Yuga. Therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Evta Kolir Chala. Kolir Chala. means the disciple of Koli, dressed like a sadhu or Vaishnava, but within all rubbish things. That will not help. He must be Mahatma, real Mahatma. We want Guru like that. Then it will be. We must be also qualified and Guru also qualified. Therefore it is said in the Hari Bhakti Vilas that 1 year should be taken to study one another, the Guru and the disciple. The Guru also will see whether the person is fit to become a disciple, and the disciple also will see whether this gentleman can become my Guru. So, the qualification of Guru is he should be Mahatma and Muni. Muni means philosopher and Mahatma means God realized. Really, Mahatma means God realized. He knows. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Baunam janmanamanti jnanavan mang prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti sa Mahatma sudurlava. One who knows Krishna is the cause of all causes. Vasudeva. Vasudeva means Krishna. Sarvamiti. Vasudeva paramaka. Vasudeva para. There is everything to satisfy Vasudeva, Krishna. Either you perform sacrifices or you work piously. The aim should be how to satisfy Vasudeva. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Just like if you want to keep your body fit and healthy, you must satisfy the stomach. If your stomach is all right, and if you supply proper food to the stomach, then whole body will be energized without fail. Similarly, the Mahatma means whose business is to satisfy Vasudeva. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Krishna said, Vasudeva, when Krishna is in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he is Vasudeva. Krishna does not go away from Vrindavan. But when he has got other business to do, he does it as Vasudeva. Vasudeva is in Mathura, Vasudeva is in Dwarka, but original Krishna is in Vrindavan. But that does not mean that this Vasudeva is different from Krishna. The foolish person who cannot study, who does not know what is Vasudeva, what is Aniruddha, what is Pradyumna, the Sankarshan, these are all expansion of Krishna. They are not different from Krishna, but still they are not original Krishna. There is no, it is not that Vasudeva has got less power than Krishna. They are equally powerful. Advaita, Achyuta, Advaita. They are not different. Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam. But the difference is that several times I explained that one candle, you lit up another candle, you lit up another candle, you lit up another millions. So, all the candles are of the same power. So far candle power is concerned. But still, you have to say, this is the first candle, this is the second candle, this is the third candle, this is the fourth candle, like that. Not that because the second candle is lit up from the first candle, therefore second candle is less powerful than the first candle. No, that is not. That is called Advaita. Advaita, Achyuta. Advaita, Achyuta, Ananta Rupam. Krishna's Ananta Rupam does not make any difference. There is no difference between Ramchandra and Krishna. Ramadi Murtishu Kalaniyamena Tishthan. Krishna is always, when we say Krishna, Krishna with all his expansion. Vishnu expansion. So either you worship Rama or Krishna, it is the same. Or Vishnu. There is no difference. Therefore, Advaita Achyuti Anadi Ananta Rupam Adyam. But still, Krishna is the Adyam, origin. Adyam Purana Purusham, Navajauvanancha. Although he is Adyam, Purana Purusham, the oldest personality, is still Navajauvanancha, always young. You have never seen Krishna's photograph as old man, no. When he was charioteer of Arjuna, he was great-grandfather at that time. His grandson had sons. He's an old man. But you see, just a young man, 20 years old. That is Krishna. Navajauvanancha. Adyam Purana Purusham Navajauvanancha. And these rascals, they try to understand Krishna. Krishna personally says that Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddhai jatatavati siddhanam koschid vetmimam tattva. Out of many millions of persons, one is perfect, and out of many millions of perfect persons, one can hardly understand what is Krishna. And these rascals understand Krishna. They remark that Krishna is like this, Krishna is like this. How much rascaldom it is. This is the Krishna says personally, and Lord Brahma says, Vedeshu Durlabha. Vedeshu Durlabha. You cannot understand Krishna simply by studying Vedic literature. It is not possible. Then how we shall understand Krishna? Adurlabha Atma Bhakto. If you want to understand Krishna, then go to his devotee. He will make you understand. That is Mahatma. You cannot understand Krishna personally by your so-called speculation. Neither you can understand Krishna simply by studying Vedas as a scholar. There are many Vedanti scholars. They cannot understand. So many Vedantis there are in India, but they cannot understand. Naham prakasa sarvasya yoga maya samabhita. Krishna says, I am not exposed to everyone. That is Krishna. So therefore, how to understand Krishna? That is stated by Krishna himself after many, many births struggling to understand Krishna. Bahunam janmanam anti jnanavan. Not foolish person. Foolish person cannot understand. But even jnanavan, who is wise, perfectly wise, learned, scholar, such person, even after many, many births struggling to understand Krishna. So, that is Mahatma, one who has understood Krishna. He is Mahatma, one who does not understand Krishna or verifies himself as Krishna, He is Duratma, he is not Mahatma. He is a rascal. Mahatma is that person who has understood Krishna, that Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Krishna, Vasudeva is the cause of all. Ishvara Parama Krishna. One who understood this perfectly, that the supreme controller, Ishvara. Ishvara means controller. And not only controller, but supreme controller. Controller, we are every one of us a controller. Just like I am also controlling a few of my disciples, or 100, 1,000. But Krishna is controller of millions, millions upon millions and millions, all in one. Sarvaloka Maheshwara. Simply to become controller does not become, yes, that is also Ishvara, you can say, but there is Parameshwara. These words are used in the Vedic language. Ishvara, Parameshwara. Atma, Paramatma. There is one Paramatma. That Paramatma is Krishna. Atma, we are also Atma, living being, and Krishna is also living being, but we are not equal to Krishna. Krishna is the chief living being. Just like I am also living being, you are also living being, but you accept me as the chief of this institution. There must be one chief, otherwise there will be no management. It will be chaotic. So, we are Atma, and Krishna is also Atma, but he is Paramatma. We are Ishvara. Krishna is also Ishvara, but he is Parameshwara. Therefore, we have named Godhead purposefully, not God. We don't say back to God. We say back to Godhead. Head means the chief. Everyone can claim that I am God, because everyone has got some power, little power, but not the supreme power. That is Krishna. So, when one understands Krishna perfectly, he becomes Mahatma. Just try to understand, not a politician, not by changing dress, saffron color, cloth. No, that is not Mahatma. One who understands Krishna perfectly well, he is Mahatma. Therefore, here it is said, Munibhi Mahatmabhi. The instruction was received from person, Munibhi, great philosophers. Not only philosopher, but Mahatma, because one who has understood Krishna perfectly. This is the qualification of Guru. So that qualification to attain is not very difficult. But because we are rascals, we do not try to take the qualification. That qualification is very simple. One who can understand Krishna, Krishna is not so cheap thing. He has said already that jatatamapi siddhyanam koshit bhektimam tato. So it is not very easy. But it is very easy if you take the process, easiest process. What is that easiest process? That easiest process, you don't talk nonsense, you simply talk what Krishna has said, that's all. And many times they give me very great credit that I have done wonderful. Yes, I have done wonderful. But what is the reason? Because I am not a rascal. I speak what Krishna has spoken, that's all. Very easy. Everyone can do that. Not only I, any of you can do this. Simply speak what Krishna has said, that's all. Don't make addition, alteration, then you become rascal. Immediately you become rascal. So if you don't want to become a rascal, if you want to become a Mahatma, then you accept what Krishna says and preach that. Krishna says, Matta parataram nanyat. There is no more superior authority than me. You say that. You say, Vasudeva sarvamiti. Well, Krishna is the cause. You understand or don't understand, if you simply pick up the words of Krishna and talk like that, then you become Mahatma. There is no difficulty to become Mahatma. But these Duratma, these rascals, they talk differently from Krishna. Therefore they are not Mahatma, they are all Duratma. Therefore the process is that if you want to make progress in Krishna consciousness, then you have to find out a guru who is Mahatma. Adau Gurvasram. That is the first business. Adau, in the beginning, Gurvasram, to take shelter of a bona fide Mahatma Guru. That is the Vedic instruction. Tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva abhigachet. Must, abhigachet, this verb is used, must, it is not, oh, I can do without Guru. No, that is not possible. That is not possible. If you want to understand the transcendental science, spiritual science, you must approach gachet, this form of verb used when there is the meaning must. Tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva avigachet swamitpani srotriyam brahmanishtam. And Guru's qualification is brahmanishtam. Brahma. And again this word. Brahma and Krishna is Parabrahma. Again this Param. That Parabrahma has been said by Arjuna to Krishna. Parabrahma paramdhama pavitram paramam bhavan. Bhavan, my dear Krishna, you are Parabrahma. Pavitram paramam bhavan. So, the process is that if you want to make any progress, just like Narad Muni, he made immediately progress simply by associating with the Mahatmas only for 4 months. Why? That is explained in the next part. What is that? Tasaiva me anuraktasya. I became attached to them. I became a lover of the Mahatma. Anuraktasya. Prasitasya. I became obedient, not disobedient. Guru Ravagyan, that is great offense. If you become disobedient to Guru, then your business is finished. These are the qualifications. Me anuraktasya prasitasya and hatainasa, hata enasa. Means all my sinful activities stop. Nobody can understand the bona fide Guru or Krishna unless he is free from sinful life. Therefore, we have to accept this principle: no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication, no meat eating. If you follow these 4 principles, then you become hatainasa. Hatainasa. Your sinful life stops. So, hatainasa saddadhanasya. Saddadhana means with faith and obedience, not that blindly. Saddadhanasya balasya. And although he was a boy, but he got this qualification. Balasya. Danta. Silent. No more playing. Anucharasya. Anuchara means follow. These are the qualifications. If you become qualified with these qualities, what is that? Anurakta means attached, obedient, no sinful activities, and faithful, and not disturbing, danta, and follower. And if the Guru is Mahatma, and if you are qualified with this qualification, then the result is there, immediate. But there is no difficulty. One must be serious to understand, and he must approach a qualified Mahatma Guru, then his business will be, transaction will be very nicely done. This is Vedic process. Is there any difficulty? Anyone can say, is there any difficulty to become Mahatma and to become a qualified disciple? Is it very difficult? Say if there is any difficulty. No. So where is the difficulty? There is no difficulty. The difficulty is the rascal will not do it, and the so-called Duratmas, they are passing on as Mahatmas, and so-called disciples are passing on disciples. Therefore the transaction is imperfect. Things are not coming up. But if the transaction is perfect, from both the sides, from the disciple's side and Guru's side, then Krishna consciousness is very, very easy. Thank you very much.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Jai, Hare Krishna. So this is another wonderful lecture by Srila Prabhupada. So much is there. Describing the disciple, nature of disciple, nature of guru. So many points were, but before I, get into any details about it, we all have heard. And so if you want to express what you've picked from it, takeaways or questions that you want to ask, so many, please go ahead and do that. Mother Gita raised your hand. Please go ahead. Please unmute. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai.
Please accept my humble obeisances, August to Srila Prabhupada.
That does, Lord Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah, so many times Srila Prabhupada talk about Mahatma and also the supremacy of Krishna, that he is the Supreme Personality of God, cause of all causes. And as you mentioned, he also talked about disciple and guru. So I was thinking that, at least for myself, I must try hard or harder to at least try to associate with Mahatmas so that their association can help me to understand, not just theoretically, but realize that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Wonderful point. This is for all of us to have our understanding, to associate with the right guru, the one that knows information about Krishna. Then we will know what is what. Guru is loaded with knowledge. So as Mother Gita was saying, we all have to really endeavor to be connected in that way. We all have to be. And that reminds me of one point that Bhagu Maharaj, Bhatija Maharaj made. It's just a comment, but it was a very serious comment. And if you've been in Krishna consciousness for a while, you see the importance of it. So I'll share it. Normally, well, to him, it was normal that when it came time for him to take more disciples, when we have the ceremony, the initiation ceremony, then he would give a lecture first about the 10 offenses, but then that's for those who take an initiation. And he tells those who are already initiated and who are also attending, we have to rejoin the movement. A person said rejoin the movement. I never understood it. I say, how do you rejoin something that you're already a part of? We're already part of this company. He says rejoin. It took a while, and especially this lecture has also made it quite clear that what we do sometimes when Maya challenges us, when Maya challenges us, and then we fall off the path a little bit, then it's the struggle. And so we have to take the whole Krishna consciousness seriously. So if some things are bothering us in our practice, because this is all very practical, you do the knowledge, but it's knowledge that you have to practice, then we have to make the effort to come back to center, as it says. We veer to one side, you have to come back to center and take the process seriously again. And so that's what he meant by rejoin. Because when the devotees who are going to take initiation join for the first time getting gurus, they say they're going to obey regulative principles. They say they're going to chant a minimum of 16 rounds. So that they will vow before the spiritual master, before the deities, before Agni Dev, everybody that is gathered there will hear it. Then they get initiated. They get a wonderful name, and then Das or Dasi, showing that we're serving, that we're serving, that we're serving. And then life starts. Second birth. Now you have Guru, Guru's father, Vedic literature's mother, and you start. Then what happens? After a while, you seem so excited, but then the cracks begin to form here and there. So to rejoin means to improve, to come back to what we said we were going to do, and do that with all seriousness. So there's also couple of points in the chat from Srila Prabhu. Says, Hare Krishna Dandava Pranam, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. I like the last the last couple of lines. The last couple of lines, what was the the summary? So he was saying, there's no difficulty. One must be serious to understand, and he must approach the qualified Mahatma Guru. Then his business will be very nicely done. This is the Vedic process. Is there any difficulty? We must be serious to understand. We also must approach a qualified Mahatma Guru who repeats what Krishna repeats. So when he asked the devotees to, the devotees said there's no difficulty. Difficulty is that the rascals will not do it, and they're so-called duratmas, they are passing on as Mahatmas. That's where the difficulty is. So-called disciples are passing us as disciples. Therefore, the transaction is imperfect. So thank you, Srila Prabhu, for bringing that point out. Yes, it is very instructive for all of us. There's more on the chat too. And this time it's from Dear Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Extremely important reminder about the importance of a bona fide guru in devotional life. And also it is after millions of lifetimes of spiritual search that one comes to know about Krishna. It is very rare and priceless. We are very fortunate to be among those rare souls in the Hare Krishna movement. At the same time, it is critical to take the process seriously and not let go of this fortune. How important it is. Thank you very, very much for bringing these points out. We have to take the process extremely seriously. All you have to do is just, if you know what's going on, Kali Yuga it's getting worse, tightening, anger, revenge, wars. So many things happening now has made the planet very, 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 very precarious. So one has to take this process seriously so they can earn the mercy of Guru. Yes, this particular society set up by Srila Prabhupada, ISKCON, makes it possible for us to get bona fide gurus, because ISKCON is very, 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 very particular about things that happen among our leaders. And so it's not too many places you can go and have a guru, and the guru is Mahatma. Some people pose as they are Mahatmas, but they actually do Duratma. They're rascals. That's what Papa said. And you follow them, you're in trouble. But this society keeps the reputation clean at the leadership level. Every time anything is even the slightest deviation from it is dealt with right away, so that the disciples then can have faith in leadership, and then society can go on nicely. Of course, it was also going on nicely by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no question about that. And that is his society. Hare Krishna. Any other comments? Any other takeaways? Please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. And
Hare Krishna.
Jai Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, I like the Srila Prabhupada's very simple and wonderful definition of Mahatma.
Yes.
One who just repeat the teachings of Krishna, he is Mahatma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One who repeats, yes.
Yes, yeah. And another word for the disciples, Srila Prabhupada mentions is Anurakta. I was looking at what is the definition of Anurakta.
Yes.
This is how it goes in Hindi, and I will translate in English also. Jiske man mein kisi ke prati anurag hua ho, means one who has love for kisi ke prati, means is towards the Guru. One who had a love in his heart towards the Guru, that's like anurag. Like he's inclined to follow the Guru's instruction and respect the Guru. So that was my takeaway. Like Anurakta is the word Prabhupada used for the disciples.
Yes, Anurakta, it's right here. It says attached, obedient, no sinful activities, and not a disturbing person. Yeah. It says if the Guru is Mahatma and if you're qualified, then with this qualification, the results will be there immediately. So the Prabhupada explained it so nicely. Anurakta means attached and obedient, no sinful attack, attached to Guru, attached to Guru's instructions and following it. No sinful activities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Any other comments and
Hare
takeaways?
Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances of Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah, glory to the Prabhupada.
As usual, Srila Prabhupada's lectures are so powerful that it's like and because of his voice and his seriousness in his voice, it's like you are pulled to hear and accept his instructions. And he started off by talking about, how important it is that both the Guru and the disciple must be qualified. That was a powerful statement for me. Not only the Guru, because sometimes they say, right, when you choose a Guru, you have to go check out the Guru and see if he matches with the Sadhu Shastra, Sangha, that whole 3-check balance system. But here Prabhupada is saying, it's not only the Guru, it's also the disciple. Is the disciple qualified to accept that spiritual master? So I was thinking, whoa, that is very deep. It's not like, okay, I found my Guru, so I'm going to go ask him. But are we qualified to accept that Guru as our spiritual master? So because he's a Mahatma. So that was a very powerful takeaway for me to really reflect on how much as disciples we have to really make ourselves, qualified. And what's coming to my mind is I remember again, Bhaktivedanta Swami used to tell his disciples, especially some lectures, but also during Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja and disappearance, he would say, make yourself qualified so that I can offer you as a flower on Srila Prabhupada's garland. So that was what he was basically telling the disciples, is we have to be Prabhupada Nugas. How important it is to be Prabhupada Nugas, followers of Prabhupada. So that was a very powerful point for me. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, very, 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 very important. Yes, many times as you were speaking, I remember some of the, but not to spend too much time on Zonas Bhakti Maharaj, because all gurus are important for us, but our experience has been to be with him at Gitanagari. And when he was speaking, he was very, very intense. And now we understand why he was so intense, because we hadn't come up to the standard of discipleship properly. And he was just trying to keep us going. This, I'm sure, happens in many other group disciple relationships in ISKCON, where the disciple becomes, where the guru, especially in the darshan, with the disciple, becomes very, very serious about what it is that the disciples need to do, because there's so much room for improvement. So we have to take this process seriously. Up to our last breath, we have to take it so seriously. And there's a chat message again from dear Krishna Prabhu. Thank you, Mataji, for bringing and reminding us about this point. It's always both ways. Both guru and disciple must be qualified. Couldn't have said it better. Yes, and that's also my takeaway. Guru and disciple must be qualified. So Srila Prabhupada talked about cheating gurus. Go to a cheating guru will not help us. Guru should be Mahatma, God realized, and also a Muni. So one who sees and knows that Krishna is the cause of all causes is the one in the right frame of mind, and the aim should be how to satisfy Vasudeva. And so Srila Prabhupada then talks about the Krishna and Krishna's expansion. When Krishna is in the battlefield, like in Kurukshetra, he's Vasudeva, the original Krishna, never leaves Vrindavan. Vasudeva does not have less power than Krishna. They are none different. Then he gave the example of the candles. The original candle lit up can light the second candle, and the second candle can light the third candle. So Krishna have expansions for expansions. The original candle is Krishna, but the other candles have the same power, the same strength. Therefore, even though they are lit later, in this example, so Krishna's expansions have the same power as Krishna himself. Krishna does not go down in abilities by expansions. So Krishna is Adyam, Purana, Purusham. He's the oldest, but he's never young. He's ever young. You don't see papas, you don't see pictures of Krishna looking old. No. Because Krishna has not died, the soul doesn't die, therefore the soul is ever young, and Krishna is ever young. He also talked about how one cannot understand Krishna by just studying Vedic literature or by speculation. You understand Krishna by going to his devotee. And he defined Mahatma as one who has understood Krishna. One who does not understand Krishna is Duratma or rascal. So this is some of the takeaways that I got from this wonderful lecture. So if anyone has a question, has more takeaways that they want to, even if you've spoken already, you certainly can do again and have more conversation, spiritual conversation, so that we also become pleased by hearing about Krishna.
And another point that was coming up for me, and you touched upon it, is, Krishna is none different from Vrindavan, from Mayapur, from Mathura, from Navadvip, from, Goloka Vrindavan. It's the Krishna is none different, like you mentioned about the candle, right? So I was really appreciating, because as Prabhupada was speaking about that point, I was remembering a class that Padmanath Prabhu gave, I think 2-3 weeks ago, where he said that, Radha Krishna is combined into one of Lord Chaitanya. And he's right there. We don't have to go anywhere. So he says that it's like a complete package, like there's what else do we need, but just to go see, you can see Radha and Krishna both in Nitai Gaurachandra, and you can see Radha Krishna in Radha Shrad Bihari. So it's all there. They're non-different, and we shouldn't be segregating them based on the level, based on difference. So I was really appreciating how, even Prabhupada says, Bhagavatam and Krishna is none different. The holy name in Krishna is none different. Devotional service in Krishna is none different. So we are really always reminded how important it is to see Krishna everywhere. So I was really, really appreciating that point quite a bit. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Radha Krishna is there. Lord Chaitanya, the merciful. We know the internal reasons the internal reasons for Lord Chaitanya coming to this particular planet to do his pastimes. The external reasons are for us to help us to become proper disciples, chanting the holy name of the Lord and the seriousness of devotional life, and how we take it by him being example. The internal reasons were connected with Srimati Radharani, true enough, but he embodies Krishna and Radha together. Krishna came with the Bhav of Srimati Radharani, the premier personality as far as devotional service is concerned. So we are fortunate to have him, and now we have him in our temples. The deity, we have him in our temples. How fortunate we are to associate, and also just by looking at him from the lotus feet up to his face, wonderful reminder about having the chance to be excited. All Gonitai deities show the excitement in chanting the holy name of the Lord with their arms raised. It's wonderful. It's a good reminder for all of us, an important reminder for all of us. Hare Krishna. Any other comments or takeaways? And I have a few more that I add. We have to accept Guru's instruction. We have to accept Guru's instruction. Otherwise, our spiritual life is finished. Very, very, very important. As it was explained to us some time back, again from a lecture by Guru Maharaj, he says there are 4 types of disciples. First class disciple, second class disciple, third class disciple, and fourth class disciple. And he explained that the first class disciple, everything that the Guru instructs, the knowledge or tasks to do, service, that disciple will do it as priority. And apart from that, he has been around the Guru so long that there are some things that he knows, that he or she knows that he has to do, that the Guru expects wants to get done, that the Guru doesn't even have to tell him or her to do it. He or she would do it right away. Just to prepare to make Guru's function go smoothly. The first class disciple serves everything the Guru says to do. He or she would do it. But on top of that, there are services that the Guru doesn't even have to ask, and the disciple will get it done anyway. That's first class disciple. Second class disciple does not know the Guru's mind like that. So the second class disciple does not know unless the Guru tells him what to do. But the second class disciple is also glorious in that everything that the Guru says to do, he or she would do it, and do it as a matter of priority. It is very important not to only obey Guru, but also obey Guru as a matter of priority. The things that you asked to do, you put that first. Your own, personal stuff. As soon as you hear the instruction, do so and so and so, the personal stuff becomes secondary. And unless it's emergency, which of course you have to explain to the spiritual master, but you do what the spiritual master wants as in the order of prioritizing your things. The Guru's instruction comes first. That's second class Guru. Second class disciple, sorry. Third class disciple is one that makes excuses. Guru says do this, and but so and so and so is happening, and then they postpone. Sometimes some things they do, sometimes they do not do. So already our spiritual life is very much affected if we think in that way. Because some things Guru says to do and we postpone it later. No, it should be order of priority. So third class Guru gives excuses. Fourth class Guru, we don't want to be like that at all. Sorry, fourth class, I apologize. Fourth class disciple, we don't want to be like that at all. Because fourth class disciple, they've got an initiation, they got their name, and then they take off. They don't do anything. They don't obey Guru's instruction. They don't take the process seriously. This is a person that just came for the prestige of getting it. Yeah, I'm initiated. I have my name. And they don't do anything after that. No service, they don't obey Guru. That's fourth class disciple. We don't want to be like that. We should be at least second class disciple or first class disciple. First class disciple knows the Guru's mind and obeys Guru the whole time. Second class disciple obeys Guru. They don't know the Guru's mind. We can't do some things ahead of time, but they obey everything that Guru says to do. We should not be third class. We shouldn't come up with excuses. And God forbid, we should never be fourth class. Totally disobedient. So those are very important. Guru's qualification should be Brahmanishtam, as Srila Prabhupada said. And Narada associated with Mahatmas. And look what happened. Now he's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful devotee follower and making so many people come back to Krishna consciousness, even demonic people who change their minds, and so many things he's done. So many great disciples. So we have to accept Guru's instruction. Otherwise, our spiritual life is finished. Hare Krishna. So, any more comments? All right. So, thank you very much, all of you, for coming on this morning to hear Srila Prabhupada's lecture. It always makes our day. We learn so much from the discussion also. Thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a rest of your week. We hope that that comes out very, very, very nicely and spiritual. Chant and be happy. Vanchakalpatarubhascha kripa sunibhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
A quick
Hare
announcement that tomorrow morning's class is at 7 o'clock by His Holiness Chandramali Swami. So please do join us tomorrow at 7 in the morning. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Jai.
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai. God Srila Prabhupada.